I shot in a tiger hunt in India. We had baited a tiger, and the tiger was known to be up in a draw. And I was up, we were making a film, I had a photographer, and the photographer and the Maharaja were in a blind up on a tree. This is a place where they baited tigers, had been for hundreds of years. And they had these, he was up in the blinds, and they took some boards and made a place up in the tree. He was up there with the gun and with the photographer. He was protecting the photographer. And I was in the top of a palm tree that had been cut off about 30 feet up. And they put me up there in the ladder, and then they took the ladder away so the tiger couldn't climb up there to keep me company. And then they had about 50 natives making the drive, and they were pounding on cans and shooting muzzle-loading guns and beating the trees with sticks and yelling. And it was a very steep wall canyon. On the other side there was a stone wall that nothing could climb, and it was about 100 yards over there. I was looking over at some brush that was in the bottom, but here was this stone wall that went up a couple hundred feet. And I looked over there and saw this tiger. And he was pacing back and forth. And the Maharaja told me they had some hunters there on elephants and some other hunters up trees. The tiger had to be killed. This was serious business because these natives were out there driving and, you know, they want to get something out of it. And the tigers wouldn't be eating up their children or their cattle or sheep and goats. So the tiger had to be killed. It was, from that point of view, not a sporting thing. And I expected that to hear somebody's gun go off real soon, and the tiger would be dead and the hunt would be over because it was too far for me. And that didn't happen. And after, oh, I guess it felt like 5 minutes, but probably 50 seconds, I said to myself, well, maybe if I shoot an arrow beyond him, maybe he'll come my way. Rattling around the rocks there. And I shot an arrow that I expected to go over him, but it went right through his lungs, and I had me a tiger. So normally you don't take long shots like that, and as you go hunting, it's the fair chase enters into it, and you shouldn't take long shots with a bow or a gun for fear of not hitting the animal in the right place and crippling it. But we all do. We get excited, and those kind of things happen. But you ask me, or I was asked, and I'm frequently asked, what's the longest shot I ever did? And I shot a deer a little farther than that, but that was, I normally don't shoot that far. I like to get real close, but sometimes you can get too close, so then you got a problem also. And I've done it both ways.